around the world in football. Hello, hello, and welcome to the stream slash video, depending where you watch this. My name is Poopy Twitchy Luke. I am, of course, me, and that's what you need to know. It's Thursday night. That means only one thing on the stream. It's Friday if you're watching the YouTube. Again, I can't make it any clearer. It's Football Manager time. It's Football Manager Thursday or Friday, depending where you're watching. Again, so clear, so obvious. Clear and obvious. No VAR needed. All right? Right. We're here. Welcome. We are going to get into it. I, unfortunately, did not make a goal rush, which is, you know, a quick compilation of what's happened in between things, in between streams, where I played a little while in. Mainly because I just really sleepy. Like, really sleepy, a lot of the time. Very sleepy. Quite honestly, the sleepiest little guy. This one. I've had 3 naps today. Only 2 of them intentional. That's where we're at right now. And it will probably be a shorter stream than usual. I know, that's been happening a lot recently. But I'm again, sleepy guy. Can't help it. Sleepy and just trying to figure this all out. This crazy thing we call life. That's enough rambling for me. Let's look immediately at, well, let's start with even more signings. Since last stream, last time we checked in, there was a few extra signings brought in, and here's some of them. We go to the free transfers page, where the first one is Tony Lucas, the Brazilian centre-back. Had him on trial, I think, last week, live on stream. He's pretty good. He's a bit of a ball-playing centre-back, another Brazilian, another foreign player, so he can only play in select circumstances. He has been, and he's doing okay. He's fine. Tony Lucas, everybody. And then otherwise, Tommy McFadden, or Fadjen. He's an English 19-year-old centre-back, unambitious. He has come in as a squad player, and I've put him immediately into Lisney 2, and I don't think he's too happy about it, but I'm sure he'll get over it. Again, sort of brought him in because I thought he might have a bit of potential, and if he doesn't, we might be able to charge an English club some money for him. Yeah. He's basically bald with a bit of hair. It's crazy. Those are the 2 free transfers in. I think we brought in a couple of extra loans as well. This was Korobka. He was actually here last stream. He's actually left because I wasn't playing him enough. And when I did play him, he didn't do very well. And then they said, "You're not playing him enough." And I said, "He's not good enough." And they said, "But he's there to develop." And I said, "Well, take him back." I honestly, it's insane. And then the only other one, another loan from Dynamo Kiev, who apparently are just our best friends. This is Yuri Sidorenko, a right winger who, I mean, he was 17 and Ukrainian, so we didn't have to register him. And he's pretty good, actually. He is yeah, he's a good player, especially for this level. But he's got the potential to go even higher if he so wants. He's only played a couple of games for us so far, because he's either been injured or on under 21 international duty for Ukraine. So useful, brilliant. Those are the signings, the additional ones we've made. Let's have a look at the results. Wham! The last time we met was here at Vorskla. That was the last game we played. Followed that up with a 1-0 win against Mariupol. Butenko got the goal. There you go. We then got knocked out the cup to one of the better teams in our league, a 2-1 loss at home. I rotated the squad heavily to give other players a chance to shine. Some of them did alright, dip here, but we didn't win the game. Followed up with a 1-1 draw. Padilla. Scored early, couldn't get the job done. You're going to see, if I click into these sorts of things, XG-wise, we probably should have won, just didn't. That is going to be a familiar tale for some of these games. Metaler ZP. Away, 3-3. Alexandro with 2. Roberto Romero with his a goal. Also, another game. Actually, they probably, if you're looking at that, should have won. Although it was a pretty close game. Their keeper had a stinker. The left winger had a great time. Our players were largely average, apart from the 2 best ones, Alexandro and Romero. You know? Perfect. Metalist, 1-0 win. Patenko on the score sheet. Good stuff. Inhulit, 1-0 loss. I think this is another one where I mean, it could have gone either way. Nobody really deserved to win. But they did. So, what are you going to do? Chernihiv, a 1-0 win. Golovatsky, I think that was a header from a corner. And then a famous 1-0 away win against the team who knocked us out of the cup. At this point, they were top of the league. They came at us with this formation. And we had a really good defensive display. Good goalkeeping display. And then late on, started putting players wider to try and take advantage of the space. And we got the goal in the end. Pryshenko came on. Scored. Lovely. We then followed that up with the other best team in the league, beating us 4-0 at home. Very disappointing indeed. I think this is another one where, XG-wise, we should be probably not losing 4-0 at least. Maybe even winning. Sometimes you just have those days, don't you? Have those days at the office. Arrow Business were up next. We bounced back with a 2-0 win. Better performances this game. A 4-1 win away at Prikarpatia. Alexandro hat-trick. Another one for the season. And then, since then, we haven't won in our last 3. A 0-0 draw, where not a lot happened. A 3-1 loss to Poltava, where not a lot happened. And a 1-1 draw to Victoria. They scored in the 91st minute. How fucking dare they? Which means I actually played a little extra too much, but we now have 4 games until the winter break. And we will be doing those 4 games right here, right now, on the stream. So get ready for it. Before we do, though, I've got some other things to show you, of course, where we are in the league. Still in 4th. You see what I mean about the team that beat us 4-0? They are the best team in the league. They've only been beaten once, 3-2 by Metalist. Mid-table club. Who knows what's going on? So we are in the questions. We're in the questions? Yep, sure, why not? We just need to turn some of these good performances into more wins, really. And, I mean, defensively, I think we've been alright. It's just a couple of those bigger losses that have made it look worse than it is. And that is backed up if you go to the player stats. And I will go to goalkeeping. You can see 7th best, Dunstov. But in terms of clean sheets, he is actually leading the way in terms of clean sheets. 17 conceded in 17 games. Obviously not the best. The other keeper that we were looking at, well, not even just looking at, trying to get in the summer, was this Bahali. He eventually went somewhere else because he hates me. He doesn't. I don't know how he feels about me. But he's also up there. But I don't feel too good about that. But there you are. Basically, he's pretty good. Is Sunstov. You could see why I've been trying to sort out defensive sort of issues in those games, but also in attacking senses. I mean, Alexandra is the leading goal scorer in the league with 12 and 16. The other player in second is also a Brazilian, again from that other club, Torno Moretz. And then there's a long list of Ukrainians until the next one. Is there another? Where's that? Oh, also Belgium on 2. So clearly, if we can get Alexandro on a good day in front of goal, he'll hit them in. It's just, can we do that more often? I don't know. Underperformance. Batenko's there. Not by much. Alexander is actually overperforming, so I don't need to criticize him really. He scored 12 from an 8.4 xG, so. Well, the other stat I wanted to show as well, really quickly, I think it is also in attacking. Go down to progressive passes. Leading the way is Roberto Romero, of course. The El Salvadorian youngster, the one, he's the heartbeat of our team. He's playing the ball forward a lot. He's got no assists for 188 progressive passes because he's playing as a deep lying playmaker. The thing is, I've been considering, because we're still playing this, by the way, 4-2-3-1. I think we changed a little bit to go more standard. More standard, don't shoot from distance. It's very simple stuff. Standard defensive lines. We're trying just to keep it simple and get the best players involved. He does get up around here in the attacking third, as you can see, but I did consider maybe, and I maybe still will, in possession, pushing Romero up and Ozzy May playing as a halfback, so he falls in and makes a back 3, allowing the wing backs and Romero to create this additional sort of line. But then he's a through and through deep lying playmaker. Like, if you move him to the centre midfield, maybe as a midfield playmaker, he doesn't really have the flair. I don't know. Maybe it's worth a try. Probably. Maybe you can ping some more balls through. Maybe in possession, Ozzy moves to the left, becomes an attacking mid. Romero moves here, becomes an advanced playmaker. Or just a midfield playmaker. I'm not sure. It's something we're considering. And we're also considering maybe when Sadiki is back, because he's currently got a little injury, as is Zip here. Maybe changing this right-hand side to an out-and-out winger. And pushing Romero forward, so there's a bit more thrust. Our two best players on this side, who are Sidorenko and Sadiki, both more natural as wingers, just out and out. Maybe it's something to think about. For now, though, we do have a game right now. Trostianets, who were the team at the start of the season, we beat 4-0 away. Let's get back on track with a big home win, if possible. The team for the game: Sunstov, Sheliketa, Tony Lucas, Golovatsky, Yakintov, by the way, 5 assists. He's doing all right. Romero, Ozzy May, Sidorenko, Ozzy Penko, Andrieko, and Alexandro. Let's try and we got this. Yay! Let's get back on track. Keep ourselves up there in the conversation for if not automatic promotion from the top 2, at least getting into playoffs. Goes back to Sunstov, not known for playing with his feet. Goes out to Sheliketa, who goes long into Sidorenko, the youngster on loan from Dynamo Kiev. Comes back inside. There's an overlapping run. He goes into Alexandro instead, who does its shot just wide of the post there. And it's a good attacking move to start off. Sidorenko does look good. He looks up for it. And here is the second highlight of the game. Chaban running away with the ball. Going inside to Smian. Naziv. Back to Smian. Naziv in the box, and we've conceded. So this is a rough patch for us, as it seems. We love creating and then not delivering at the minute. Can we get back into this game? Sidorenko looks like the answer to that question. If he goes out wide to Shelaketa, who lofts the ball into the box. Alexandro is not going to get there. Ozipenko. Andrieko into Ozipenko. Alexandro turns. Flag is up though. And of course, we cannot score. It is half time. Referee's got one of those whistles that only plays at certain frequencies. Oh, there it is. Well, shut my mouth, referee. What was that? So, 4 changes at half time and a little change of shape. Let's get into the game, please. Let's actually start doing something. Let's actually go positive from the start of the second half and score some fucking goals, alright? Our opponent's on the ball. Arabazi, though, is now on the pitch and is heading clear. Ozipenko into Romero. Long ball forward. Lobko doesn't win it. Andrieko wins the second ball. Gets it back to Lobko, and that one will count. And the striker change has worked out, and he's doing a chicken dance. Lobko, mate. You've equalised against one of the worst teams in the league, and you're doing a chicken dance. I mean, it's good to score a goal. I can't hate too much. It's a first-time finish as well, into the bottom corner. Good stuff. Encourage. Here we are, Krefson. It's a pull ball. Pull ball. It's a pull ball, is what I'm trying to say. Goalkeeper goes long. Tony Lucas, you can touch it down. He does so. Goes out wide to Romanoik. Goes to Adrieko. Got a bit of space to move into, and he does. Takes the shot on himself, and it is on target, but it's quite weak. Krefson heads to Sidorenko. Goes to Ozipenko. Quick ball around the corner. Krefson's continued his run. Cross into the box, and Lobko's there, and Lobko's turned this game around. One with a foot, one with his head. Krefson with a good ball. Lovely play, quickly up the right-hand side. And it was much deserved. Good little touch by Ozipenko. Krefson gets as wide as he possibly can. Flings the ball in towards Lobko, who was the answer today. He was the answer as a centre-forward. Lobko is giving me a lob on. He's not. I'm just happy. Just happy for him. Lobko. He's full of confidence now. And he's showing it. He's just going for the shot. He's dribbling at people and shooting from distance. And there we are. Turned it around and grabbed a deserved 2-1 win. Keeps us 4th. That's all. Moves us close to 3rd, which is where we predicted. If either of those 2 top teams slip up, although it looks like, yeah, Vorskla actually beat Chornomorets today to go top. So with this win, and Chernihiv beat Metaler ZP, meaning there are 3 points between 5th and 1st. And then there is a bit of a drop-off of 6 points between 5th and 6th. So it does look like a top 5 battle for 4 places. Very different to last season when I arrived here. Maripol. Okay, well here we are to play Maripol. Away from home. And what we did in that last game for the second half that turned things around, I've implemented from the start. So Romero is now going to move up into this central position as a playmaker higher up to offer more progressive passing. Sadiki, or this right-hand side, is now an out-and-out winger to offer an overload with Shelaketa on the right-hand side. Ozime is now a half-back in possession, meaning he'll drop into a sort of 3. So the wing-backs have more freedom to bomb forward. And there has been a few changes to the starting 11. Sunstov, Shelaketa, Tony Lucas, Golovatsky, Romanoik starts from the beginning. Ozime, Romero, Sadiki comes back from injury. Ozipenko, Patenko's back in the team, and Lobko gets a start. any other changes that I want to make. Well, Golovatsky wasn't the best in that last game. And Harabazi is back from injury. Let's give him a start against Maripol and go out and try and beat them, I guess, is the idea of football, with some houses built inconveniently next to one of the stands. It's got to be a bit of a pain living there. Yeah, in the high-rises, though. That'll be fun. Stop fucking about. There we go. We're on the ball. Sadiki. He's got an overlapping run. Romero goes back now to Tony Lucas. Goes to Shelaketa, who's come back from his run. He's gone again. He's come back again. Into Ozzy Penko. And there's Shelaketa. He's going for a long ball into the box himself. And Lobko's there off the bar. It's a similar thing to what we saw last game. Oh, he got us the winner. There's here come Maripol. No, they don't. Lobko's intercepted. Patenko, Romero. Into Lobko. Ozzy Penko needs to wait for options to run ahead of him. Romero, good ball out to Sadiki. Goes back to Romero. Lovely ball into Ozzy Penko. Can he flash it across the box or go back to Sadiki? Maybe he can do it. He does. There's Lobko again. This time, back of the net. Lobko. Sadiki with the assist. It was well worked. Some lovely progressive passes from Romero. Again, we were looking to make more use of the best progressive passer in the league, and maybe just moving him forward a little bit when we're in possession is the way to do that. Let him pass. Let him eat pass. Sounds like arse. Shouldn't have said it. Imagine that was Marie Antoinette. Let them eat arse. I don't know what she sounds like. Here's a corner for Maripol. Jelani over towards Nitch. I mean, I think Nitch has outjumped two centre-backs there and just knocked it down for Dudnik to hammer in. And annoyingly, it's 1-1. I mean, there's 3 players around 1, and the 1 still wins. And then Dudnik is unmarked to hammer it home. Great. Great work, everyone. Arenko running at us. Can we put in a challenge and maybe an interception? That'd be lovely. No, they're just going to play a long ball over the top. Into Chaban. Another Chaban. There's Chabans everywhere. Went for a shot. You dirty bastard. Go positive. I'm upset by the fact he's shot from there. Can we create a chance? Or is it another game where we potentially just don't get any? There's still 2 minutes left of this. Not over. As there is Shelaketa. He's challenged. He's kicked it up to himself. Quick throw, Shelaketa. Quick throw. Wave, wave, wave. Quick throw. Romero. Shelaketa. Ball across. There's Adrianco. Oh, I thought he had done it. I thought he had done it, but he's spooned it wide for the first time shot. And it's a 1-1 draw. Not good enough. The top 4 is very tight, but we're further away from it with that draw. Next up is Vorskla at home, who are top of the league, so we're going to need a bloody good performance to get something out of this slot. Okay then, so we are trying something new, and some of our best players have gone on international duty. So in possession, it's now more of a 4-3-3. Out of possession, it is quite compact and defensive. Combined, it looks a little something like this. A little silly. And with those losses to international football, we are losing Romero, who we've sort of built this sort of position around. But that's fine. Prajezniuk wants to start. This is your moment, mate. Get it. Prefson can also play there if needs be. Sunstov, Shelaketa, Tony Lucas, Harabazi, Yakantov, Ozzy May, Prajenko, Ozzy Penko, Sadiki, Patenko, and Lobko is the starting 11. Of course, the only advantage is now that Romero has left for international duty, we can bring on an extra foreign player without issue. Like Alexandro can come on if necessary, is what I'm saying. Also, a slight switch up on the roles. Obviously, now this central player is still an attacking mid, but starting from a deep position. Patenko on this side is an inside forward, trying to drift in and help a little bit more. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. Really, we're playing probably the best team at the minute in the league, so we can only hope. And they've gone for a 4-2-4. Let's see what we can do. As they are passing it quickly to start the game off. But we've got the ball back. Penko goes to Patenko, who is drifting inside. He's lost it. A real shame. Can we win it back? We've fallen into our defensive shape. It doesn't help if they just run round and then cross it, though. That doesn't help anybody but them, as they've gone over. It would have had to be some effort from that sort of edge of the area. Fire up the engines, Harabazi's on the ball. Now we're looking forward. Players looking to break the lines. Aussie May's looking to drop back in between the two centre-backs. Help out as a building platform. Those three. Tony Lucas, good on the ball, as we know. Aussie May, not too bad on the ball. Goes long into Lobko. One touch into Aussie Penko! And that's where we keep the passing at standard. Because it's always good to pass short when we can. But sometimes you just need a long ball into a massive Ukrainian who can lay it off for a slightly less massive Ukrainian. That's the real message of Christmas, guys. We are going to see something extra, though, before half-time. There's still 10 minutes to half-time. We could see a few things before half-time. Yoka looks dangerous for them on this right-hand side. Looks like a very quick, dribbly boy. As we're seeing again, and he loves a long, deep cross. For a second, I thought I was going to fall in, and I was going to have to tell Sunstov that he's never going to make it in life. But luckily, I don't have to say that. Free kick, Aussie Penko. Fancy a second today, do you? Just before half-time. Oh, it's on target, you know. And the keeper's almost forced it into the post. Kept it on the line. Kept it out of the goal for him. And we should blow for half-time, really, ref. Also, thank you. Experience is relative to... That's the end of that sentence. Anyway, Didenko's on the ball. One of the wingers we were just talking about. They love a long cross. Yoka there. They're going for deep crosses towards the back post. Seems to be their way of playing things. Here they are on the ball again. Romanets. Captain's armband, short sleeves and gloves. It's confusing, look. Oh, there's a ball in between the lines. Tony Lucas. Good defensive work. It's come back at us again. Harabazi cleared. Not far enough, though. And Semetoik has volleyed it in. We did so well to get it away the 3 times we did get it out. Then that one, he's just taking it quickly, taking it first time. Let's demand more. And then Booster was going to go attacking. But it looks like they're on the ball with Jumbert. Long ball at the top. Sunstov collects. Where are you going to go, Sunstov? His distribution is on mixed. He loves a long kick, though. Alexandra is not going to get to that. He is a smaller striker. Again, we need to play it on the floor a bit more. Arabazi collects that. Aussie Penko goes into Alexandra. There we go, on the floor. He's a magician. Goes out to Fryshenko. I said he could be a game winner. Into Aussie Penko. Can he do it? Oh, it's off the post. It's a great save by the keeper. Romanoik smashes it back in. Zip here at the back post. Won't elect it, and we'll get a throw in. We are attacking quite relentlessly at the minute. And unfortunately, it does look like another game where we deserve to win, but perhaps deserving and getting what we deserve are 2 different things. I mean, Vorskla dropped down to 4th because they drew with us. No good for us, though, because we need to win. We need to fucking win a game. I'll keep the spirits high for this one. Because they are a good side, and we should have beaten them. Just annoying that we didn't. Really? Isn't it? Everybody. One more game before the winter break. Cordelia. Away in 6 days. So, there we go. Start positive. See if we can just get more goals, basically, is the message. We'll keep the 4-3-3 shape that we played last game to start out. Because it seemed to do quite well. So, in some aspects. In others, you know, you win some, you lose some. With players back from international duty, this is the team. Sunstov, Cheliketa, Tony Lucas, Harabazi, Yakantov, Ozzy May, Romero is back. Ozlipenko, Zipir, Batenko, and Lobko keeps his place. He's had a few goals and assists recently. Alexandra is always there, waiting in the wings being the bench. Let's go play Podilia. It's the time to try and go more offensive, as they are 12th. Even though we are away from home, they are 12th. No messing about. It's snowing. The winter break doesn't start. Everybody seems to play this 4-2-4 against us. Is that our weakness? Because I think our weakness is just not scoring enough, as we play in this all black with yellow sleeves sort of kit, where the socks blend in. This is the opening highlight still. That's 23 seconds. And we've conceded. What the fuck was that about, lads? That is no way to start a game. Alright, throw in, Cheliketa. Let's get back in the game early and start from scratch. Ball in the box, Patenko's back post. Comes back out to Yakantov. Goes all the way back to Harabazi. Harabazi long ball forward, Lobko's there. He's offside. Flags up. Harabazi with the long ball forward nearly got us immediately back into things. Goes long. Ozzy May's not going to win that header. Honcharuk, sorry. Ball out to Barenko. He's going to fire across. It's going to be headed. It's going to fall to somebody. It's a good save by Sunstov. It's concerning that when we give away chances, they're the best chances you'll see ever. But when we create, it's never that clear cut. Here comes Mishenko, a corner. Penalty. Penalty, is it? Penalty. Penalty, is it? Okay, Sunstov. If you could save it, because I'm going to lose my mind if we go 2-0 down. He saved it. Thank you. Thank you, Sunstov. Berate them. We're 26 minutes in. We don't need to see the other corner. We don't need to see another corner, do we? We don't need to see another corner. Stop this. Please stop this. They're playing it round us with ease. Do I need to push the lines up, press a bit more? Because this is insane. Something needs to happen at half-time, because this is just... Where are we? Let's press a bit more and step up a bit. Because so far we've looked flat and slow. Here we are, throw in. Krevson. Romero. Back in the team. Harabazi, long ball forward. Alexandro off the crossbar, and the flag was up. Okay. Again, it's positive. Demand more, though. Please. Goal kick. Are you going to go short? Sort of. Yakantov. Bit of a chance to move forward. Osipenko. Krychenko. Comes back around. Goes past one. He's got an option out left. He goes alone. It's a weak shot, though. It's a weak shot, Hyshchenko. What are we going to see here? Can we collect this for ourselves? No. Osei Bonsu. Can we intercept that, though? Please. That's such an easy interception. Krevson, just stick a foot in, mate. Harabazi. Goes back to Ozime, into Krevson. There we go. Played it out from the back. Well, Sadiki quickly forward to Alexandro. He's got a hell of a ball to Fryshenko. Will he try and get inside and take a shot? He will. It's a save. It's a better shot than the first one he's took. Of course it's saved. 2 minutes added on. We've gone all out. And we get nothing. We get nothing. We stay 5th. There were teams above us who have lost as well and drawn. So it's another missed opportunity. I'm far from pleased. Where were we? Why can nobody stick the ball in the net when we deserve it? Why are we giving away goals after 23 seconds and then having no response the entire game? Thank goodness we've gotten in the winter break now, because otherwise I'm punching every fucking player. Need to be doing better. Obviously. And with that, so another 3 games we didn't win. So in our last 7 games, we've won 1. 4 draws. A lot of them undeserved draws, where we should have won. 2 losses, where for some, I don't know how we've lost. It's a terrible run, and honestly the winter break couldn't have come at a better time. Because we need to buck our fucking ideas up. And most likely scheduling a lot of friendlies where we can score a lot of goals to get the confidence back in the team. Knobheads. And we will meet back for that sort of end of season time. Probably next week's stream. We'll meet back for post winter break. I can tell you if there's any signings in or out, and then we'll try and do 5 games in that first one, and depending where we are after those 5 games, if we're in one of the either 3rd or 4th, or it looks like we're going to be, then probably be looking at another 5 games the week after that to see if we can get promoted. That is the most likely thing. There is always the chance that I am full of beans next week and decide I can do the whole half a season in one go. Although next weekend is WrestleMania weekend, so I will be watching all the independent wrestling events around WrestleMania starting on Thursday night. So we'll see how it goes. The important thing then is to make sure you follow the Twitch. And turn on notifications so you know when the stream is happening, because might move it to Wednesday if that's the case. A Wednesday night special for my own good. Yeah, could be. Of course, if you're watching on the YouTube, make sure to subscribe and like, and it will always be on a Friday on the YouTube, because Football Manager Friday is how it started and how it will continue. Just for you, YouTube people. I would love to bring back Football Manager Fridays on the stream as well, because it's always easier on a Friday afternoon. I'm working on something, hopefully, with the old Job. But we'll see how it goes, and hope for the best. Everybody cross your fingers that I can reduce my hours. Which I am trying to do, because too sleepy and chronically ill for the 40-hour week lifestyle. Also, it's fucking bullshit. So, yeah. Nobody should be working 40 hours a week. It's fucking dog shit. Thanks for joining me today. I've been Poopy Twitch Luke, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye now. So long.